Yo, 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 tune in, don't miss ShaggyTV, hit him with the twist. Gang on deck, let's pick up the pace. Remote in hand, it's a cartoon race. Where are you, ShaggyTV? Catch the vibes, come roll with me. Jinkies, yeah, it's action-packed. Scooby snacks and a mystery crack. Flip the channel, hit the screen. Velma's got the clues, keep it clean. Fred in the whip, Daphne looking mean. Shaggy on the snacks, munching every scene. Zoinks, got ghosts in the room. Monsters lurk, smell the cartoon fumes. Fog thicker than my uncle's perfume. Solve it quick, then straight to the tune. Where are you, ShaggyTV? Catch the vibes, come roll with me. Jinkies, yeah, it's action-packed. Scooby snacks and a mystery crack. Spooky vibes with the laugh on top. Masked villains, every case non-stop. Trapdoor falls, but the plan don't flop. To the laugh track, tick tock, tick tock.
We are live on ShaggyTV for the Slinging Dirt Series Championship season finale here, and well, the man at the top of the points list, gonna be honest with you, I don't see him here. We'll bring it up for you. Kyle Brennan. He is the man up top, 577. Comes in with a 9-point lead over Aaron McGee, who is here. Currently P3 on the timing chart. Well, you know how good I am at that. Always having the wrong thing on. We'll change it to their best times here. But right now, if Kyle Brennan doesn't show up, you know, it's looking like it's going to be Aaron McGee's here, and possibly Tory Boyd if Aaron could get into some trouble. But obviously not gonna wish that on the man. We got plenty of time here. Well, I shouldn't say plenty. You see the time there, 6:35, and I don't know why on my computer side I'm seeing my logo in there and it's not all black up top, so I'm going to do a refresh, see if it pops up in there. It's just weird when it's blank. Not going to fix it. Oh, there we go. Okay. All right. All right, cool. But yeah, still 6 minutes. Kyle Brennan could show up and try to run for a championship, but right now, at the moment, not looking like it. Let's see who do we have anybody in... Over here we have the Agitator, Mr. Pearson, and I think that's Nicholas McDougal, but both of them on pit road. At the moment, only two guys over here. It's quiet. Over in this one, I always hated that. Being in the room by myself, I'm never one of the fastest guys in the room either, so I like to, you know, basically use it as a kind of a little learning session. Go out here, follow guys, see where they're better than me, see where I need to improve. Whoa, 44, he gets to know Brian Sheffield. There's the 79, pulls out of the pits, and Mr. Sheffield knocks one out of the ballpark there. And it just happens to be the bully of the bayou there. Looked like he's getting bullied here. You know, you can't blame the 79. Trying to bully back the bully here, stand his ground. Now, there's no way. Oh, okay. I named my camera. Okay, sorry. I was panicking. I thought I didn't have a still kind of like spotter camera, which, as you see, I do. I just named it Spotter for some reason. This wouldn't be a very good spotter spot either. They'd want to be up a little bit higher, I think. Lots of cars on the racetrack, but or I shouldn't say lots, 5 at the moment. But they're all spread out. None of them, you know, really practicing battling much here. Why are my TV1 and TV2 cameras basically? No, there we go. All right. Oh, it's going to be a long day if I don't learn how to read. Or shouldn't is what? It was actually an okay day. I should say long night if I don't learn how to read. When you're clicking the same thing every time, that's, you know, can't really expect it to change. There's Sheffield. Comes Double D. Chris Thibodeau. All right, now, you know, you don't by any means want to, you know, I mean, it's not like they're going out there and building the deck. You're not going to tire yourself out in that way, but you don't want to go out there and, you know, run too many laps in practice. But right now, these guys almost going to feel like they need to. I mean, Jason Verugas, he's in here. There is a 12th car. But, you know, not a lot of guys here on the final night. And, man, you know, they want to get this thing racy. They've got some work to do, and, you know, we're kind of running out of time here, so. Double D pulling off here. He says, you know what, you're right, I'm done. I'm not going to tire myself out. What's going on? There's 2 minutes left here. I don't know if any of you guys chimed in last night in that live stream I did where there's a league that I broadcast on Wednesday nights where it's guys 50 and older. My dad wanted me to go out and run that. I had to go out and win it. You know what I mean? There's a little over a minute to go. Let's see. Yeah, I would say everybody going to be out on the racetrack, and that's what we're seeing. 3 cars on the track in Group 2. Everybody kind of, I would imagine, getting that call to say, hey, let's go out here. Let's try to do what we can out here. With what we got, Ricky Lowe not on the racetrack. Well, now really a couple guys in Group 1 pulling off too. We've only got 4 guys on the track now, so basically even. Richard Cale, though, is the quickest man so far. As he gets a little camera shy, gonna pull to the inside. Tory Boyd's got time to... He could cook up 2 more laps if he puts the foot down here. See what he decides to do. We got Brian Sheffield still out there as well. Oh, nope. Tory says that one was enough. Caller quits. Brian, I would think, will do the same. And as he rolls off a 4, 8 seconds left in practice. Not going to be able to... get another one in here. Not that you really need it, but trying to just beat up the racetrack a little bit. As the checkered flag waves, warm-ups come to a close, and we get ready to see who that first car is on the racetrack here for qualifying. Can't really remember who's been the guy pulling out first over here. Normally there's always a guy, you know, who's maybe got the little better internet connection, sees it, gets out there first, gets the first grid button. It's going to be, looks like the 87 of Jason Varugas here for first lap of qualifying. See what the 87's got. Running the bottom through 3 and 4. You know, you won't see many people do that. On an out lap, and I don't know. We'll have to see. Is Varugas lap number 1 going to be 3 of 3? You see Double D. He was the quick man lap number 1. A little slower, though, through Sector 1. Gets purple Sector 2. That is until Tory Boyd takes it over. Tory Boyd puts the 1.5 at the top of the charts. Quick time. Will it stick? Keep an eye on the bottom of your screen. Nicholas McDougall, green. He was P3. Stays P3. Not going to improve. And either does Tory Boyd final time around. Richard Cale, he was the quickest man in warm-ups. Gonna qualify 4th out of 5 for the moment. We go find Ricky Lowe here. Is the 17. Puts it P5, lap number 1. Ricky looking good there through 3 and 4. The timing chart agrees. Gives him a green, but a little slower through Sector 1. Oh, you see that purple, though, on the bottom. Let's find the 44 machine. Aaron Bowman. Quick time by a 1/10 of a second. 14.64. Big lap out of the 4.4, and he's going to go to the outside. Build up steam for one more. Final lap. Let's see what Bowman has. Runs the outside through 1 and 2. Bowman slower through Sector 1 than his quickest lap. Let's see, can he make it up through 3 and 4? Bowman, green. It is quicker. How much? Not enough to improve the lap time. Going to stay P1, though, as the bully of the Bayou pulls out on the racetrack. Still got 2 minutes. I was worried maybe he didn't leave himself with enough time, but actually we'll find Scooter here for the next lap. Got Aaron McGee out here. Lap 1 in the books. This time the 8. P1 quick time. Aaron McGee, 0.02 of a second. Man, what a run there so far for Aaron McGee. He was quicker through Sector 1, slowed down a little through Sector 2, didn't improve the lap. Meanwhile, Chris Thibodeau, he's green Sector 1. Slows down Sector 2, the bully of the Bayou. Going to stay P10. Didn't get that improvement he was looking for, but improvement neither for Aaron McGee, who was a little quicker there, I believe, in Sector 1. Chris, the opposite, quicker in Sector 2, but still overall going to stay P9 there for the bully of the Bayou. Or no, he was P10. Excuse me, he jumped up a spot. Duh. Still probably wanted a little bit more than that, but hey, he's going to take it. And you see it goes to white there in the top left. We're going to get ready for, I would imagine, the first of 2 heat races. And there we go. Starting lineup for heat race number 1. Row 3 to the outside, the 032 of Richard Cale. To the inside, the 4, the bully of the Bayou, Chris Thibodeau. Row 2 to the outside, the 17 of Ricky Lowe. To the inside, the 20 of Sean Arnold. And row 1 for heat race number 1 to the outside, the 1.5 of Tory J. Boyd. And starting on the pole, the 8 of Aaron McGee. Tyler, I just saw that message. Were you watching in the beginning? Did something sound funky? Because I didn't change anything. So hopefully my mic isn't, like, messed up or something, or I don't have a computer issue, because I didn't do anything different. So let's see here. Find the right camera. Boys will tighten up. We should get ready to go this time by now. Get the 1 to green here. Eight laps. All drivers going to make the feature tonight here. So, you know, what do I always say, man? You just don't want to make any enemies here. That's all. I mean, you definitely want to have a decent finish. Give yourself a better chance. It's going to be tough to pass in the feature with the racetrack the way it is. But the green flag's high. It's time to watch the dirt fly. 8 laps to play in the clay heat race. Number 1 is underway. Oh, battle right away there for P4. Beating and banging the bully of the Bayou. Shoves his way up into 4th. Chris Thibodeau on the move. Now right back to the outside. Sean Arnold found the grip. He says, no way, not giving up that easy. Big run right back to P3. We take a look up at our leader. Aaron McGee qualified first. Well, because he's fast. He knows how to get around this place. Not messing around, trying to pull away from this man. Tory Boyd. Tory, no slouch himself, but man, he knows he's got to go. You can't waste time. And, you know, 5 laps to go, 2.5 miles to play. And he's going to have to reel him in, try some other way here as we come to the cross flags this time by. 4 laps to go. Ricky Lowe up 1 spot, the only guy to gain a spot here. Started 4th, up to 3rd, and looks like that may be where he's stuck. Maybe a tid quicker than Tory Boyd in that 1.5, but man, not enough to get there and really try to do anything, make a pass, as we really are running out of time. I mean, this time by, we got 2 laps to go. Aaron McGee maybe experimenting a little bit, testing the waters here. He is getting reeled in a little by the 15, but as the white flag flies, not going to be enough time to do anything. He's just got to behave, not get too heavy on the loud pedal. Final time into 3. Rolls the bottom, going to protect from a slide job, and he sees the checkered flag wave. Give it to Aaron McGee, Tory Boyd, Ricky Lowe, Sean Arnold, Chris Thibodeau, and Richard Cale. Alrighty, let's get ready to take a look here. Heat race number 2, row 3 to the outside, the 87 of Jason Verugas, to the inside, the 4-5 of the agitator, Steve Pearson. Row 2 to the outside, the 05 of Nicholas McDougall, to the inside, the 79 of Brian Sheffield. Row 1 for heat race number 2 to the top shelf, the 86 of Double D, Derek Darnell, and starting on the pole, the 44 of Aaron Bowman. Alrighty, let's grid the outside here. Obviously, the way they finished in heat race number 1, it'll just be, you know, you finish second, you start inside of row 2, so on and so forth. This will be the same. Winner starts outside of the front row, finish second, right behind him, all the way back here. You know, not too much of a difference there between, you know, second, third, first, and second. But, man, you don't really want to give up much more than 1 in this one. If you got to give up any at all, you want to get them as we roll through 3 and 4 for the final time. The green flag's high. Let's watch the Dirt Fly Heat Race number 2 is underway. Double D with a pretty good restart here. Can he get enough to charge under the 44? Not just yet, but he takes a little peek. Gonna try to thread that needle, but so much grip on the outside. Aaron Bowman gonna wave a little bit, spray the dirt in his face. We got 7 to play. Battling behind. The Agitator started 5th up to 4th. Can he get one more here as he's trying to reel in that 79 of Brian Sheffield? Right to the outside. You can hear him bouncing that wall a little bit. And not going to hurt you too bad, just those little love taps. But, man, you don't want to do that over and over again as we roll throughout the feature. You know, that right rear will eventually vanish, or maybe just straight up get you yanked into the wall here. But we may have a battle for the lead of Bruin. Here comes Double D. Derek Darnell, is he trying to get the run here? He's going to shoot to the bottom. Can't send it in. The 44 drives it in just as deep. Going to protect. 3 to play here at the Big E. Derek just looking for that one mistake, but I don't know if Aaron Bowman's going to give it to him there. He's happy to leave the bottom shelf open through 3 and 4. Such a big run off that outside. It's just here where Bowman knows, you know, I got to get to the outside. I can't run the bottom here. Can't give him that big run off of 4. I need that all for myself. And as the white flag waves, we have 1 lap to play, half a mile here in Ohio. Aaron Bowman down the backstretch for the final time. Started first, looking to finish there. He's going to be on the outside of the front row for tonight's A-Main. He takes the checkered flag. Double D, Pearson, Verugas, Sheffield, and McDougal round out the field. All righty. Should have a little bit of a warm-up here. I think they take the full 3 minutes for me. I can't remember, man. I do so much bouncing around. I hope they take the full 3 minutes for me. I'm not going to do anything but sit here and, you know, possibly listen to this new free instrumental I found. Stick around. You can listen to. "20 seconds away here from getting ready to take a look at our final starting lineup here for the season for your Slinging Dirt Series. I believe these are super late models. I was biting my tongue thinking I'm going to go with supers. Super late models here, and we're ending no better place than the Big E here, the Eldora Speedway. Let's see who's going to bring it home here. One more time. We'll bring up your points here. Aaron McGee looking to bring it home. Can he protect from Tory Boyd? Kyle Brennan was the man, but not here. Not here tonight, so, well, good luck. 75 laps to go play here. Let's get ready to take a look at your starting lineup. Lost my grid location. There we go. Rounding out the field. Row 6 to the outside, the 05 of Nicholas McDougall. To the inside, the 032 of Richard Cale. Row 5 to the outside, the 79 of Brian Sheffield. To the inside, the 4, the bully of the Bayou, Chris Thibodeau. Row 4 to the outside, the 87 of Jason Verugas. To the inside, the 20 of Sean Arnold. Row 3 to the top shelf, the 45 of the agitator, Steven Pearson. To the inside, the 17 of Ricky Lowe. Row 2 to the outside, the 86 of Double D, Derek Darnell. To the inside, the 15 of Tory Boyd. Row 1 for your 75-lap Slinging Dirt Series Super Late Model A main here at the Eldora Speedway. To the outside, the 44 of Aaron Bowman, and on the pole, the man who's looking to walk out of here champion, the 8 of Aaron McGee. We roll around one more time before we get ready to go. 75 laps here. Buckle up. Sit tight. It's going to be one hell of a show here. Final time. Down the backstretch. Aaron McGee looking to bring home not only a checkered flag, but a championship. Gotta race hard, gotta race smart. Green flag waves. Let's behave. 75 to go play. Ooh, there's contact 3 wide early. The agitator doing just that. Agitating the heck out of the 86. Double D says you want it? Have it. Steve Pearson up to 3rd on the outside. Big boy on the move. He's got the work boots on. Guarantee you we're going to see some guys walk the line. There are a lot of people out there probably aren't hammered down, full throttle the whole way through the corner, maybe like Pearson is right now. You got to save your stuff. If you haven't run 75 laps before, well, what did they say? You go and learn tonight, and that's exactly what may happen here to the agitator. Oh, man, he's got the lighter, and he is burning down the house on the outside. The agitator, the lead. Steven Pearson on the move. I mean, that man started 6th, already up to the lead. We've got 3 wide, almost 4 wide behind the bully of the Bayou. He's got to lift out of that. Him and Sheffield getting to know each other a little bit. We got a long way to go. Still 70 laps to play this time by. So, man, oh, man, you don't want to be thinking quick repair, anything like that this early. You've got to make sure you keep the fenders straight. And, at a place like Eldora, it's not really something you hear me talk about a lot because we're normally, shorter tracks. But Eldora, and these guys will tell you, I'm not just talking out of my you-know-what here. You get a little fender damage, towards the front of those things. And, I mean, not so much on the rear. The spoiler will slow you down for sure. But what I mean is you damage that right rear fender. As long as the spoiler's okay, you'll be all right. But, man, right front, left front, fender damage, boy, oh boy, it's like a parachute out there, especially at Eldora. And right now I think you're seeing guys kind of play it easy, walk the line here, lots of single file all around the racetrack. And, you know, while that's good, you know, and I was preaching it earlier, but you don't want to let guys get too far ahead. You don't want to let Steven, you know, check out. We've got 2 packs right now, and if it stays like this, I mean, you know, that is not how it wants to be. And yeah, I mean, I definitely, you know, I didn't feel the need to say that because obviously I'm sure Greg Biffle's family doesn't care about me, even know who I am. But yeah, that's terrible. I saw he was on the way to visit Cletus, and man, that's really sad about Biffle. But got a long way to go here at the Eldora Speedway, and I'd say not only Biffle, but man, I mean, not that Greg or his wife deserve it, but man, the kids. That's who you really got to feel for. Those kids never really got a chance. That beautiful daughter and son of his, that's a tough deal. But either way, Steven Pearson continuing to lead the way. Aaron McGee, he's doing kind of, you know, what I said you should do here. Just hang out in the shadow of the leader. You don't have to do anything crazy. You don't have to beat up the outside. Just stay close enough. Be easy on the throttle. Don't burn it up. And that's exactly what he's doing. I mean, basically, 2 lanes lower than the 45. Maybe, you know, 1,000th or a second, or 1,000th or 2 slower a lap. Just close enough to stay there. See Sean Arnold, he's another one. A little on the move. Started 7th up to 5th. And, I mean, he was one of those kind of benefited from, you know, double deep, being the nice guy there in the beginning when he saw Steve Pearson throw it 3 wide. Darnell just wowed out of the throttle, just said, hey, man, we got a long, long way to go. And like I say, why that is smart. You know, I love it as the announcer. I mean, you know, I'm getting paid per show, not by the hour. But then, you know, when you get everyone racing smart, well, then the field kind of branches out a little bit. And before you know it, you know, you're like Chris Thibodeau. You feel like I did last night when you get in the second pack at Daytona. You're just praying for a caution to fall. You know there's nothing you can do. I mean, Chris Thibodeau's very fast, but let's say this thing does stay green. He may be able to catch, you know, a Pearson if Steve really burned his right rear up and didn't save anything at all, but not going to run down those other guys who, you know, I can kind of tell just from watching them race in the past and knowing what they're capable of. You know, Aaron McGee's just stalking. You know, he's that lion right now out there in the savannah just hanging out. And I hate to say it, but the agitator, you know, he's the little baby out there. I mean, what are we getting if we're lions out there? The antelope, I guess. But man, definitely not the place you want to be. And you can see as we're back here, Jason Verugas, 8th place. No battles. I mean, we're single file. You just go ahead, branch on through. And this is the closest we have to a race, Aaron Bowman and Torrey Boyd. So unless these two decide to, you know, get a little frisky here, mix it up. Like I say, I mean, this time by, we'll be a quarter, I better go back to school. We'll be a third of the way into this thing. And I'm telling you, these guys doing it all green flag. It's not anything, you know, aggressive. We're not running the Nürnberg or anything here, but they're going to feel it. They are absolutely going to feel it. But speaking of, we got a decent amount of people out there watching between the two things. Do I have any other people out there, you know? Did anybody run 24-hour races? Are any of you guys friends with people who are running, you know, any of these drivers here currently racing into the 24-hour deal? I'd love to know that. Something since, you know, I've gotten iRacing, really branched out into the road racing. It is a lot of fun to go kind of do that, the camaraderie, the teamwork. As Pearson still holding the lead here. Took it over on, I want to say, lap 3. Has led since then. Starting to mix it up behind a little bit. Guys branching, looking, taking peeks. You got to see what's going to work. You know, you have to be willing to test those waters, and you'd like to get, you know, as close to the halfway point as you can before you have to drive the wheels off this thing. But honestly, I would say Bowman, Boyd, Arnold, they're getting into the territory where they don't want to let Aaron McGee get too far out in front of them. And he is 1.2 seconds ahead of them. You know, you can see they're 1.7 back on the leader. But now, mind you, they're probably relying a little bit on, if McGee does, you know, try to get by Pearson, the agitator's not going to let him go by, you know. That will slow down McGee a little bit. He'll have to work for it. But right now, Pearson, proven to be the quickest car on the racetrack. Like I say, still a long, long ways to go. Will the strategy pay off here of just humming the outside? He's been doing it since the beginning. But, man, it hasn't looked like it's going to give up anytime soon on him. We do have a battle here for third. Or excuse me, for fourth. Sean Arnold taking peeks at Tory Boyd. But that's really all he can do. Just keep peeking down low. As you can see here, that car, well, you're starting to see a couple cars ahead, but you can see 4 out of the windshield here. Now the third one, now the fourth, as you see the left front reappear. Starting to come up on lap traffic as Sean Arnold muscles to the inside. Slider on Tory Boyd. Nice to meet you. He says he completes the pass. Onto another one here as he gets to the outside of Sheffield. That's Steven Pearson going to put Sheffield a lap down. And this is why I said, you know, you didn't want to let those guys get too far away. Before you know it, you don't know what pace to drive at. And, man, you kind of lose the feel of the racetrack. You haven't seen where the leaders are running. And just like that, Sheffield, I mean, going a lap down, you know as well as I do, I'm almost certain they don't give lucky dogs. I mean, if they do, I can tell you, if they do, you open up a whole new can of worms. If, you know, they were giving wave arounds, I would think the smartest play would be to literally limp around the inside that first stint here and save as much tire as you can and then get the wave around. So I wouldn't think Sheffield eligible for a wave around. He's just been doing a good job of staying to the inside and, you know, not necessarily giving up a lane, you know, just doing a good job of holding his own and not really becoming a nuisance here. Is Ricky Lowe. He's going to be the next nuisance here to your leaders. About a half a straight away from going a lap down. Oh, as you see Pearson. Now you can see, obviously, there's a little predictive code on iRacing. On his screen, his spoiler didn't do that. But now, you know, you keep getting up there in the wall that hard, that many times. That one was a hard one. I mean, goodbye right rear. He keeps doing that. So Pearson's got to behave here. And man, oh man, he is flirting with the devil upstairs. McGee just laying in the weeds here. Close enough that, you know, if Pearson would start to get on the horse here, he can try to crack the whip as well and follow him. But he's not close enough to make a move. And what I mean by that, if Pearson right now gets slowed up a little bit, which he's not really going to clear him no problem, but McGee not there to, you know, kind of take advantage and go send. And now he's got a lap car slotted in between him and Pearson. And I'll tell you, I talked a lot of smack on Pearson. I thought maybe he went up to the outside, burned it up too early, and I don't want to bring the jinx his way, but right now he's looking Like, I couldn't have been any more wrong. I mean, it is absolutely holding up for him on the outside. McDougal and Varugas having a little battle here. McDougal throws a slide job. Jason cuts back underneath. We're 3 wide. The bully of the Bayou trying to get his. Gets one. Gets by the 87. Little too pinched down on the inside, though, and can't find the drive off. And meanwhile, Nicholas McDougal driving away from the both of them. Here's the 05 up 4 spots. Richard Kill runs 7th. McDougal runs 8th. And that car I had clicked to earlier, Tory Boyd, he's 6th. Look at the gap between 6th and 7th place. We'll go back and forth one more time. Half a track. So Boyd right now, barring some unforeseen circumstances, almost guaranteed a top 6. As, well, there he bounces it in the wall. He may be getting a little frustrated with the way the car's handling. As we are 2/3 of the way through or over, only 24 laps to go here. Aaron McGee, here we go. He decided to put the hammer down. It's go time. He is all over the back of this 45. Steven Pearson gets in the outside wall. Was it enough for McGee to go down and look for his send? Not just yet. The agitator holding the outside, gets really tight, grabs the wall, goes around your leader, spins. Caution flag waves. For the first time here in Rossburg, Ohio, we were on board. You kind of could feel it from the camera. Just drives it in a little deep. We got to go a little further back here. Now we'll go up top. If I can find my up top camera. There we go. And just going to try to drive it in there as tight as he can. You can see, I mean, he's right up there on the cushion and no room for error right now. It's so shiny. It just tightens up and jumps back in the throttle. You know, you want to keep the lead, but at the same time, you know, car doesn't want to listen to you and it jumps around. He goes around, but luckily Pearson did a great job of honestly spinning that thing around on a dime and holding his line. That could have been bad for a lot of the field. All right, I was really sorry I wasn't talking there. I thought it looked like Pearson was trying to go back up towards the front, like he was getting his spot back, and I was looking, did someone else wreck? And it was only him. I was just making sure that nobody else responsible for that caution. That was a head scratcher there for me for a little bit. Is Aaron McGee, your point leader, looking to bring home the championship, and it is looking like it's going to go his way. Here is the pace truck about to pull off. 21 laps to play in the clay as the green flag's high. It's time to watch the dirt fly. 3 wide for the lead. Sean Arnold taking a peek on the bottom. Can he find any of Grandpa's good stuff in the basement? Oh, he's still peeking. Can't find anything, though. Going to have to slot in line. Here comes the man who played smart. Oh, no! Look at that sliding for the lead, Aaron Bowman. Where did the double 4 come from? Right back to the bottom, Aaron McGee. Battle of the Aarons, it's underway. 19 laps to play. 44 right back underneath. Here comes Double D to the podium. Derek Darnell into third. Meanwhile, still side by side for the lead. Aaron Bowman thought about the slide job and left the lane open. Aaron McGee stayed up there. kept it pinned, trying to win. 3 wide for the lead. Double D made it work for just a moment, but went back up top, and Aaron McGee back down to the bottom. Do-si-do. Oh, boy, who's got it at the line? Give it to the 44. 17 to go. Who is going to steal this show? Caution flag came at the perfect time for the 44. Aaron McGee maybe drove a little bit too hard there to keep up with Pearson in the middle stage of the race. And now as we come down to the end, I told you you needed tire, you needed grip, and man, oh man, oh boy, Aaron Bowman, 15 to go, he's trying to check out. Double D says not so fast. You didn't tip the maid here. You can't go just yet, but man, Aaron McGee trying to hold him there. Doesn't want to give it up, and Double D's going to wonder what he's got to do here. He's got to make it work. Got to go quicker. He's going to run out of time. And the 86, oh man, he just can't do it. I mean, he's looking like a calm duck, but boy, oh boy, under that water, he is treading. He is kicking those little legs. Double D trying to work here. Just can't find anything. McDougal looking under Tory Boyd here. We're 3 wide. Boyd in the middle. The bully of the Bayou on the outside. McDougal on the bottom. Boyd gets the bully of the Bayou there. Chris Thibodeau falls back a spot. Thibodeau started 9th up to 8th, but man, Carr just not behaving as he does get a run now on the outside of McDougal. They are still going back and forth, back and forth. Contact there between Verugas and Lowe. As Ricky, he is a lap down, and you would think, you know, and not really going to be in any battle, so probably, you know, just trying to survive out there. He's not really beating and banging, trying to get any spots, just trying to hold his own, learn how to drive the race car. And right now 9 laps to go, and the 44 looking to steal the show. McGee trying to reel him back in, but man, I just don't know if the pace is there. Let's find out. So last 5 laps, you can see in the green, McGee quicker 3 out of the 5. Double D the quickest 2 out of the 5. You can see their green on the bottom there, and those are based off of McGee. Now McGee there, you can see basically 3/100ths of a second slower than your leader last time by. And I mean, if you're going to have that kind of, you know, close run-in, I just don't see it. I don't see McGee getting back to him. Best shot would be Double D to go up there and get the 44, but I don't know if that's going to work either, because Aaron McGee sure as heck doesn't want to play along with that skit, and we've only got 5 to go. Tory Boyd, you could hear him in the wall there. He loses a little bit of time, and that's all but going to doom him here to 5th place position, barring another caution. Richard Cale way back behind him, not really close enough, and see Verugas. And I believe that's Ricky Lowe in front of him. Yeah, so that's not even a battle for position. Right now, pretty branched out. 3 laps to go. The 44 looking to bring home the checkered flag here, but he's in the wall through 1 and 2. Really tightened up there through the center once he was in the outside wall. And Aaron McGee, is that enough here? Was that the CPR needed? Can he resuscitate that 8, bring it back to life? We've got 1 mile to play here at the Eldora Speedway. Through 3 and 4, white flag set the way. Final time around here at the Eldora Speedway. Aaron McGee close, but is he close enough as we go down the backstretch for the final time? Bowman gonna protect on the bottom. Not going to give up a slider, and he's going to hold on to win at the Big E. He brings home the checkered flag. Aaron Bowman, your winner for the season finale of the Slinging Dirt Series. Aaron McGee, P2. But Aaron McGee should be your champion here. And, that may be a pretty good consolation prize for the driver in P2 and Double D, Derek Darnell, bringing home the podium. Arguably one of the quicker cars there at the end, but just not a way to get around McGee. And then the cars kind of started to, go away there. The final 5. Bowman clips the wall. Lets McGee reel him in, but man, couldn't get him in. That is a hell of a race. What a finish there for the 44. And we click the correct camera. Oh, that's because we have it set up for replays like that. A dummy. And so normally, I talk to third place, second place, first place, but tonight we'll do third place, first place, second place. We'll talk to your champion last. But let's go ahead. Let's bring up this driver of the 86 Double D. Derek, man, there was, the last 5 laps, I think we had to drive the car so hard with about 15 to go, maybe went away from you a little bit. But, man, I think there was, a span of about 10 or 15 laps, and you have the lap times to back it up on the stream. I pulled them up. You were the quickest car on the racetrack, but, man, you just couldn't find a way around McGee. So tough to pass out there. Talk to us about it.
Man, we got a little roughed up on that very beginning start, and it just set us back from the get-go. But I had about 33% tire left at the end of that. It was pretty hammered down. But other than that, man, it was good racing on their end. Congratulations to both Aarons.
Yeah, and, we saw that there in the beginning, and I commemorated you for, kind of lifting out of that. I mean, we saw you kind of get shoved to the outside 3 wide right away, lap 1. I mean, not easy to do, man, but, at the end of the day, you bring home P3, and how much sometimes do you think discipline like that, lifting out of it, living to race another day, maybe got you where you were here right now 75 laps later?
It's a 75-lap race, man. Just got to keep a clean nose, man. And I thought my night was done as soon as I took that damage right off the rip, and I was like, oh. But, shoot. Fusion took a Fusion setup from last season, added a couple gallons, readjusted a little bit. Felt good. Car handled. It was fine. When I dipped down beneath Bowman, I was running a bunch of different lines there at the end. I was trying to find that little bit of edge, and that's probably where I slacked off at. Because sometimes that little rubber strip around the top, right below the wall, will get you some grip. But by that point, the tires are bubbled.
Well, hey, man, at the end of the day, running P3 to end the season, that's a hell of a way to finish it. Congrats, man. You got anybody you want to thank?
I'd like to thank Fusion and ADAP over there for giving us setups for the officials all week. And Star Race Cars spotting and helping adjust setup, stuff like that, throwing shit back and forth on each other. Feedback. And, man, I'm happy to be able to talk to you once this series.
Well, we both know, and you're a nice guy about it, but man, it hasn't always gone your way. You got beat up a little bit here in your own series, but man, it was nice to see you pull it all together and get up here. Congratulations, brother.
Yes, sir. And I believe McGee will be the points champion with Brennan being out. I'm about to double check that though, and I'll let one of them know.
Okay. All right. Yeah, you can. I was going to run with that. Yeah, I was going to pull McGee up last. I kind of figured he was going to be the point leader, but yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
All right. Well, congrats, Derek.
Thank you, man. Thank you for doing everything you do for us. Hopefully we can do it again next year on a Friday night.
Yeah, looking forward to it, Derek. Congrats, man, on a good season.
Yes, sir.
Double D, the boss man. He's the boss man around here in the Slinging Dirt series. So, you ever want to run with this good group of guys, that's who you hit up, Derek Darnell. Great dude, man. No BS around here. These guys have a lot of fun. Well, let's go ahead and pull up your race winner here, the 44 of Aaron Bowman. Aaron, I'll tell you, man, sometimes you think maybe, hey, I'm going to take it easy. We'll get a caution flag, and then I'll go. Were you worried that caution flag wasn't coming? Because there was a little part of me that, thought maybe you guys let him check out a little too far. It may have been a different story without the caution, but hey, man, you played it right. Were you getting worried, though?
I actually picked the wick up probably about 15 laps before that caution, and I was like, man, I don't know if I can reel these guys back in, to be honest. And I ain't really sure what happened to the leader there. I just think he had murdered the fence, and we somehow miraculously dodged that wreck, and it just set us up good with that restart.
Yeah, and obviously the track, you could race a little bit there at the end. I mean, you guys proved it there with the sliders, but obviously, you wanted to get to that outside, get the big run off the top shelf. How important was it, that you nailed that restart? I mean, you hung right with him, never let him get, more than a car length and a half there on that final restart, and you always kept the slide job within reach. How important was that?
I knew if he could get to the top and not allow me to slide him, I had no way to get around McGee. Me and him race constantly throughout the week, and we ran a practice race last night, and I'm almost positive I could have got around him if it wasn't for the caution.
Well, hey, sometimes you'd rather be lucky than good, and I mean, you get luck at the right time, and realistically, he was up there trying to run down the leader, so you probably had a little bit more tire left and, took advantage of it there. So congratulations, Aaron, on the big win, man. Way to wrap up the season. You got anybody you want to thank?
Yeah, man, I don't think all the guys back at Star Race Cars, Aaron McGee, Kazi for putting this on, Richard. Richard's just one of the best guys I think I've ever met on the sim. He's just just a true gentleman. He takes care of all of us young guys over here and keeps us in line, and everybody at Coast to Coast for these fast ass setups.
But hey, hell of a run, brother. Not the first time I'm talking to you. It won't be the last. Congratulations on a big win, man.
Appreciate it, Shaggy. You have a good night.
Aaron Bowman bringing home the win. And with that, we'll save this man for last here. You're the champ, brother. How's it feel, man? Long season, with the every other week, and that takes a lot of commitment. And, man, you were in the top 3 damn near every week. How are we feeling after a good season?
Yeah, just trying to be consistent each week, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and, that's not easy to do here. And did you take a look at your tire there at the end? Did you know what you had left?
Yeah, I had 47 on the right rear, so I was good on tire. I just couldn't commit to the top because I didn't want to bust my right front. And
okay.
My points up.
All right, I was going to say, because, man, I've seen you beat it before, and when you go back and listen to this thing, because I talked the whole time about how, you're hanging with the leader, but I could just tell from the line you were running, you're not beating the piss out of this thing yet. But, okay, so you're smart points racing then. That's the answer there, basically?
Yes, sir. I stayed about 2 foot from where I needed to be. That way I didn't tear my right front off of it.
Now, how hard is that? Because I know as well as you do, you're racing, you're in the lead there at the end. You don't want to give that thing up, but when your buddy there in the 44 starts battling with you, how hard is it, to maintain that discipline and not wreck the race car? Because I know you wanted to win that thing.
Yeah, definitely. But he was obviously faster, so ultimately you just got to let him go. So, I mean, it is what it is.
And,
a little bit of tire and got a good restart there, and I didn't get a good restart, so I didn't have nothing for him. So I had to just play it safe and be smart at that point.
Yeah, and honestly, yeah, for anybody listening, that's why you won the championship, because of that attitude right there. Not biting off more than you can chew and getting those good, consistent finishes, Aaron. Congratulations on a hell of a season, man. P2 and a championship to boot. You got anybody you want to thank on a great year?
Yes, sir. I'd like to thank you. You've done a good job. You bring a lot of excitement with it, so I think you'll do good in this sport. I think you're doing pretty good, so you'll just build from that, kind of like where we're at. SDS, definitely, he puts on a pretty good league. Car count kind of drops off each year. You know how it goes. You ain't got a chance to win the points. You
yes,
can't go
sir.
find another league. You go somewhere else and get in. So it is what it is. But he brings some pretty good, clean drivers over here, some good racing. And most of all, really, I'd like to thank Richard, because he's been turning so much laps here lately. He's just been burning this thing up, getting the stuff to be able to run here lately. He's put a lot of time into it. But other than that, man, it's been a good season, and look forward to the next one.
Hey, I really appreciate that, all the good comments there, and yeah, you can tell all the work that's being put into these setups, man. You're not the only person to thank him tonight. These things were bad fast. Congratulations on a hell of a run and an even better season, man. You're the champ. Enjoy it. Can't wait to talk to you again.
Sir. Yes, sir.
Aaron McGee, champion here for the Slinging Dirt Series, super late models, and man, oh man, that 8, arguably the best looking car on the track too. You know, if you were going to give away a paint job award, I've always wanted a painter. Now his doesn't either. You know, he's got the Red Bull helmet on it, but we need dirt painters to start going that extra mile. You know, we need the helmet to match the paint job. You know, have those orange and blue lines on the side. That's just the you know what talking. You know, but it would be cool. And you know, as if painters aren't busy enough, start painting helmets. That's gonna do it. And you heard Derek kind of talk about. So Thursday nights, next Thursday, I'll be back on. I got picked up by another league doing 3 shows. Couldn't really pass up that kind of money, but I think we're gonna try to move this thing to Fridays, maybe, because I don't have anything on Friday night. So hopefully we can. I really love these guys, and Aaron kind of hit the nail on the head there. You know, maybe not so many cars at the end, but where else can you go and watch 75 laps with 1 caution flag? These guys race hard and they race clean, and that's what you want, man. Gets my voice raised up, and we get to keep the green flag rolling. I mean, you want that kind of excitement, not that the damn yellow laundry out there on the racetrack. But thank you guys for tuning in all season. I'm Zach Chapman saying so long for the final time. And, well, Merry Christmas. Take it easy. Oh, yeah, Happy Hanukkah or Kwanzaa if you're into that thing, too. Take it easy.